The great Fey forest held its breath as Darkstar camped beside the mirror-like pond. He was a traveling warrior, used to the quiet hum of the wild, but a strange sound tore him from sleep in the dead of night. He emerged from his tent, senses on high alert. The air was unnaturally still. Even the night fairies, who had danced like scattered diamonds in the sky, were gone. He listened, but the sound never returned. Then, a sudden flash of light on the pond's surface, blinding for a moment. He scanned the forest, the sky, nothing. Where did it come from? What was that sound? It was the dead of night when Darkstar was jolted awake. 2 more flashes of light erupted from the mirror-like pond he'd camped beside. Then, the water stirred. Suddenly, a swarm of water-fly leaped from the depths, their grip like iron despite being half his size. They were dragging him in. He was caught completely off guard, struggling against at least a dozen of them. Was this the end for the traveling warrior? The campfire crackled, a lone beacon in the dead of night, but a far more sinister trap lay waiting in the still pond nearby. Suddenly, unseen hands, cold and slick, gripped Darkstar, pulling him from the bank. At least 18 water Fae, their eyes gleaming maliciously, dragged him beneath the surface. The pond's bottom shimmered with an eerie, illuminated light, revealing a gruesome carpet of bones, the remains of their past victims. Darkstar refused to join them. A surge of defiance coursed through him as he began to summon his ancient, formidable magic. The pond's icy grip pulled Darkstar under. He was trapped, surrounded by at least 30 water Fae, their eyes glowing with malice in the murky depths. The bones of their past victims crunched beneath his feet, a grim reminder of his fate if he failed. But Darkstar was a warrior, not a victim. He drew the water to his hands, forming dozens of razor-sharp ice shards. With a flick of his wrists, they shot out, a deadly blizzard taking out a dozen Fae in a heartbeat. 18 water Fae watched in horror as a dozen of their kind were shattered by ice shards. The culprit, what they thought was a mere human warrior they'd foolishly dragged into their depths. As they surged forward to finish him, the man's form flickered and split. 2 identical figures now stood where one had been, each sprouting 6 arms, a gleaming trident clutched in every hand. The Darkstar twins were unleashed, and with 12 tridents spinning, they began their grim work. Emerging from the shimmering pond, the dungeon master Darkstar was victorious. The waterfly's trap had failed. He merged his powerful twin forms, the 12 tridents and extra arms dissolving back into his singular being. Shrugging back into the guise of a simple traveling warrior, he strode from the water's edge and packed his camp. As the sun's first light pierced the great Fey forest, a new day of adventure began. What mischief awaited him next? Follow to find out.